design process is so important for overall property values and happiness of the owners. And my role at J2 is to not only make your building functional, but also beautiful. A lot of people ask, do you need to hire an architect or designer? And architects and designers are trained to identify issues on the building that the owners might not be aware of. For example, a board might want to renovate the kitchenette in their clubhouse, and we can come in and identify and let you know that the cabinets that were intended to stay and be reused are not ADA compliant. But we can also let you know how they need to be modified so that they are compliant. Or a board may want to repaint their buildings, and we can identify signs of weathering on the exterior, which may indicate hidden rot. When problems are identified, we can help you through the renovation and remediation process and all the steps between start and finish. I get brought in on projects in various stages, but usually it's after inspections have been done, and what's found on those inspections usually dictates the scope of work. But that's not always the case, because some boards may elect to replace everything on the building exterior to get a fresh new look, which ultimately increases their property values. When I start a project, I usually look at the photos of the existing building or make a site visit and identify finishes and patterns and colors that are on the building, because ultimately I don't want to put the same thing back up that is currently there. And sometimes I'll reach out to the board or the property manager and see if there's anything they'd like to see, or more specifically what they don't want to see. And most of the time they have no idea what they want or what their options are, but that's okay, because that's what I'm here for.
I'm going to show you on my screen how I go about the design process.
So I'll start out by creating elevations of the building in blank slate. So I only include windows and doors and roof line, things that can't move. And I will start playing around with the finishes, the materials, see if there's anything I can highlight, like a unit entry or a balcony, bank of windows, etc. When I start to consider finishes, I also have to think about where the project is located, what the budget is there any kind of environmental concerns such as saltwater exposure? Is the building located in downtown Seattle, where materials and colors and some funky elements might be more accepted? Or is the project in a business district or historic district where those elements are more regulated? And once I kind of get those laid out, I will then start playing around with finishes. And I'll start playing with different material choices, different sizes. Here I've shown two different lap siding exposures, a smaller one and a larger one. And I've also incorporated stone at the main entry, as well as some trim work up at the gable roof line. On the next option, I might throw in another material choice on the building face. And here I've shown the two different sizes of lap siding reveals, and then I've also incorporated some board and batten patterns at the gable roof lines. And another option, I sometimes include stone, and then I've moved the board and batten to another area that I've chosen to highlight on the building face. So once I create a couple design options, we will turn them into rendering form, because sometimes this looks a little scary to people when I'm just showing them a bunch of line work and colors. But what we actually take to the HOA boards and the property managers are renderings, which show the options in 3D form of what their building could look like. And when we review the renderings with the board, I tell them to be honest, because it's a lot easier to change it out now in paper form than it is down the road. And what I create is not set in stone. Most of the times we end up taking my 3 design options and creating a 4th. And that's okay, because I'm designing the exterior of their home and I want them to be happy with it and excited about how it's going to look when it's done.
That's a summary of the design process. Thanks for watching.